Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're ready for a deep dive into the world of English literature because today we're tackling your Class 10 syllabus, specifically Footprints Without Feet. Now I know what you're thinking. Literature? Rapid revision? How is that even possible? Trust me, we're going to break down each story, analyze the themes, and make sure you're prepped for those 2025 board exams. So, buckle up, grab your notebooks, and let's get started. Let's start with A Triumph of Surgery, a story about a pampered dog named Tricky. Tricky lives on cream cakes and chocolates. But this isn't just a cute animal story, it's a commentary on excesses in our lives. Mrs. Pumphrey's love harms Tricky. Dr. Harriet advocates for a healthier approach. The story highlights balance. Tricky thrives on a disciplined routine. A Triumph of Surgery reminds us that less is more. Next up we have The Thief's Story, a tale that dives headfirst into the complexities of human nature. We meet Hari Singh, a young thief whose life changes when he meets Anil. Anil's trust throws Hari for a loop. Anil's kindness awakens a flicker of conscience in Hari. When Hari steals, it's a test between his old ways and guilt. Returning the money shows potential for change. Anil's understanding reaction is crucial. The Thief's Story reminds us everyone deserves a chance. It's about forgiveness and the power of trust. Let's talk about The Midnight Visitor, a story proving you don't need muscles to be a hero. Ausable, our protagonist, is short, stout, and uses his brain, not brawn. In his hotel room he faces Max, a deadly spy. Ausable stays calm and weaves a story about a non-existent balcony. Intelligence and creativity triumph over brute force. It's like a game of chess where strategy is key. Max, thinking he's escaping, jumps to his demise. The story reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. It celebrates wit and cunning, proving the sharpest minds can be unassuming. Chapter 4, A Question of Trust, when a master thief meets his match. In A Question of Trust we encounter Horace Danby, a seemingly successful thief with a peculiar code of ethics. He steals, yes, but only from those he deems wealthy enough to afford it, and only after meticulous planning. Danby believes he's got it all figured out, that he's outsmarted the system. But then, he meets his match, a woman who turns the tables on him, exposing the flaws in his carefully constructed facade. This encounter challenges our perceptions of right and wrong. While we wouldn't condone theft, there's a part of us that's almost amused by Danby's meticulous methods. His belief that he's somehow different from other criminals, but the woman, with her cunning and audacity, forces us to confront the reality that manipulation is manipulation, regardless of the justification. The story's ending, with Danby's arrest, is a stark reminder that pride often comes before the fall. Consider the themes of morality, justice, and the consequences of our actions. How does the author use irony to critique Danby's choices? What does the story teach us about the nature of deception? And how does it challenge our own biases and judgments? Chapter 5, Footprints Without Feet, The Perils of Unchecked Ambition. Now let's talk about the story that lends its name to the entire collection, Footprints Without Feet. We meet Griffin, a brilliant scientist who achieves the seemingly impossible invisibility. Instead of using his power for good, Griffin lets it consume him. Invisibility, while cool in theory, also represents a loss of identity, a detachment from society. As Griffin descends further into isolation, he becomes a danger to himself and others. The story becomes a cautionary tale about the seductive nature of power and the importance of using knowledge responsibly. Footprints Without Feet is a reminder that true progress isn't just about scientific breakthroughs, it's about moral responsibility. Consider the symbolism of invisibility. What does it represent in terms of Griffin's psychological state? How does the story explore the themes of ambition, isolation, and the corrupting influence of power? And what message do you think the author is trying to convey about the relationship between science and morality? Chapter 6, The Making of a Scientist, Curiosity, Passion, and the Pursuit of Knowledge. In The Making of a Scientist, we shift gears from fictional narratives to the inspiring true story of Richard E. Bright, a renowned scientist who revolutionized our understanding of DNA. But what's truly fascinating is how his journey began, not in a high-tech lab but with a childlike fascination with butterflies. E. Bright's story reminds us that within those seemingly insignificant hobbies, a spark of genius can ignite. His relentless curiosity, his dedication to collecting and studying butterflies, laid the foundation for his groundbreaking scientific work. Ebright's story teaches us that science isn't just about memorizing facts and figures, it's about asking questions, seeking answers, and never losing that sense of wonder. The making of a scientist is an inspiring reminder that greatness often stems from humble beginnings. Consider the key moments that shaped Ebright's path. How did his early experiences influence his scientific pursuits? What role did mentorship play in his development? And what lessons can we learn from his unwavering dedication and passion for discovery? Chapter 7. The Necklace. Oh, this story is a roller coaster of emotions, a cautionary tale about the dangers of vanity and the deceptive nature of appearances. We meet Matilda, a woman who's deeply unhappy with her lot in life. She longs for luxury, for admiration, for a taste of the high life that seems perpetually out of reach. And then comes the invitation to the grand party, a chance for Matilda to finally experience the glamour she craves. But instead of being content with what she has, she becomes fixated on appearances, borrowing a seemingly extravagant necklace to complete her transformation. The necklace, while beautiful, represents a facade, a symbol of the superficiality that Matilda is so desperately chasing. And the irony, of course, is that it's not even real, a fact that's only revealed after years of hardship and sacrifice. Matilda's story is a stark reminder that material possessions, while alluring, can never bring true happiness. Consider the symbolism of the necklace and how it reflects Matilda's internal struggles. How does the author use irony to critique societal values and the pursuit of superficiality? And what message do you think the story conveys about the true nature of happiness? Chapter 8. In Bolli, we encounter a protagonist who defies societal expectations and embarks on a journey of self-discovery. Bolli, whose name ironically means simpleton, is underestimated and marginalized due to her appearance and speech impediment. But beneath that perceived simplicity lies a sharp mind and an indomitable spirit. And it's through education, that powerful tool for empowerment, that Bolli begins to blossom. Education is more than just memorizing facts. It's about expanding horizons, challenging perspectives, and discovering your own voice. When faced with a forced marriage to a greedy older man, Bolli makes a choice that shatters societal norms. She refuses to be a victim, to be defined by her circumstances. Bolli is a story that resonates deeply, reminding us that true strength lies not in physical attributes but in the courage to embrace our individuality and fight for our right to a life of dignity and respect. Consider the significance of Bolli's transformation. How does education empower her to break free from societal constraints? What message does the story convey about the importance of challenging prejudice and advocating for equality? Chapter 9. Finally, we arrive at the book that saved the Earth, a delightful blend of science fiction and humor that reminds us of the enduring power of literature, even in the face of extraterrestrial invasion. Picture this. Martians, convinced that Earthlings possess powerful secrets, land on our planet, only to be utterly baffled by a book of nursery rhymes. Talk about a hilarious case of misinterpretation, right? This story is a gentle satire, poking fun at our tendency to overcomplicate things, to search for hidden meanings where none exist. The Martians, with their advanced technology, are ultimately outsmarted by their own assumptions, proving that sometimes the simplest explanations are the most accurate. But beyond the humor, the book that saved the Earth highlights the importance of perspective. What we consider commonplace, even childish, can hold entirely different meanings to those from different cultures or backgrounds. It's a reminder to approach the unknown with curiosity, not fear, and to recognize that knowledge, like beauty, is often in the eye of the beholder. Consider the satirical elements and how the author uses humor to convey a deeper message. How does the story challenge our perceptions of intelligence and understanding? What does it teach us about the power of language and the importance of clear communication? And that, my friends, is a wrap on our rapid revision of Footprints Without Feet. We've journeyed through tales of pampered pets, reformed thieves, brilliant scientists, and even alien encounters, uncovering the hidden depths and timeless lessons within each story. Remember, literature is more than just words on a page, it's a reflection of the human experience, a tapestry woven with themes of love, loss, betrayal, redemption, and everything in between. As you prepare for your board exams, don't just focus on memorizing plots and characters. Dive deeper, explore the themes, the symbolism, the author's craft. Good luck with your exams and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more literary adventures.